And we start today at 5 with a look at the widespread damage from last night's storms. Trees down and sheds and barns blown to pieces. At least 3 tornadoes were confirmed in our area in Jefferson, Bullitt, and Spencer counties. WDRB's Katrina Nichols shows us the damage out in Fairdale as homeowners brace for another potential round of severe weather later this week. Katrina?
That's right, Gil. So we are in Fairdale, as you mentioned, near Manslick Road, not too far from it. And then as you can see, this is where NWS has confirmed a preliminary EF-1 tornado, evident by this pretty significantly large tree that has been uprooted. But this wasn't even the largest tree we saw uprooted in this area from this storm.
All of a sudden we heard.
That is how Trevor Arms described the 90-mile-per-hour winds that ripped through his backyard Sunday night as he watched it all unfold from his garage.
I just keep thinking it could have been a whole lot worse, like we got pretty lucky.
Arms ended up with some damage to the corner of his roof and carport. He says it was caused by his neighbor's shed, which blew over his driveway and ended up tangled into his fence. The house next door wasn't as lucky. A giant tree limb ended up on a person's car, and the back of the house ripped apart. The woman who lives here says her family was home, but thankfully no one was hurt.
I think the center of the storm passed right over this area right here.
NWS and Emergency Management were out to survey the damage Monday morning near Mitchell Hill Road and Chieftain Drive.
Unfortunately, this is only round one. We're looking at Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. A lot of moisture coming in, so we're looking at some flooding potential there.
With more storms on the way, it's leaving some neighbors in Fairdale a little uneasy.
A little skittish now. A little skittish now.
Kathy New and her neighbors were still without power Monday morning because of this down power line.
All of a sudden, total darkness. And I'm like, holy moly.
But just like her neighbors up the road, New is thankful it wasn't worse.
The man upstairs was watching over us.
Now, as you heard the NWS say, that this was really just the first round of storms we can expect this week. So they want to remind people that it's never too late to get prepared for storms like this. Some tips they gave us today to prepare: make sure you have some food and water that could last you for about 3 days in case you're unable to get to the grocery store. Have a plan for your medication if it's something that needs to be refrigerated and you lose electricity. And also make sure you're aware of any pets that you may have and can bring them into your safe space when future storms hit. Live in Fairdale with photojournalist Jeff Gordon, Katrina Nichols, WDRB News.